being attached to giving service is we work out our samskaras.
Yes.
We work out, we wash away our karmas. It's easy to unconsciously knowing having bad thoughts or irritating thoughts, but it's all going in your system. You're creating karma. With every breath, we're creating karma. So when we give seva, especially like in Sikhism, go to temple, sweep, clean, organize shoes, anything for the universal beings that have come to Gurdwara. Take out spider webs. What is it? It's not to show off. It's not to even learn. It's to wash your own sins, to wash your own negative thoughts or irritations, or because somewhere we have to wash ourselves. Master can't do everything.
Yes.
He can take care of a big chunk, but you must have the aspiration and also work through that. You know what? I do want to get rid of this. I'm tired of judgments. I'm tired of anger. I'm tired. If any master, any holy book I open, everything, what does it say? We're all one. We're all brides of a same master. Meaning we're all experience on earth, and awareness is the Almighty. And masters worked hard, or they were destined to have a direct link with that awareness. That's why they became God. That's how we can become God. Every master says, become me. Don't waste your life. What does that mean? Wash out anything that separates that you are you. You are white and you have this, and we're separated. But the wider you go in consciousness, the more you meditate, the more you chant, the more you work, the more you aspire that I'm sick of feeling who I am. I don't want to judge anymore. I don't want to be fearful anymore. I don't want to be angry anymore. Then what is there? Who is it that does not have these attributes of anger, fear, all this? It's the divine only. And as soon as you open your heart, somebody, somewhere, either will talk about a master or give you a book because you aspired. You sent out the vibration. Now, whether you like it or not, before you took birth, you picked it, that I want to belong to a master. So when it's thrust upon us, when all of a sudden you wake up and there's a chain around your neck from a path or a master, or somebody's giving you a book again and again and again, and you're like, oh, I never picked this. No, you did. You just don't know you did. God is so picky. I know what it took for God to love me. He's the most picky. So for Him to choose us, for Him to have us sit here and talk about Him, just imagine how it must be grace that so many different beings are belonging to different masters, and we can talk about that lineage. What happened to us, whether we liked it or not. There's nothing higher than being together like this and talk about masters. Nothing. Nothing. This is all they want. Jesus wants us to say His name. Guru Nanak wants us to chant His name. Every single. Why? Because it's the only way earth can be saved. As much as there's darkness, light has to come on earth. And who can bring light? It's in our hands. It's in the hand of each one of you. By how? Master is behind. He is initiated. He has said, do this, this and this. That's all I ask. You can go have your delicious meals. You can have your wine. You can do whatever. But in your daily life, just do this, this and this. And that's what we're doing. Because it's the only hope that there can be less wars on earth, less earthquakes, less fires. Look at Hawaii. It's devastating. I can't even watch those videos. So it's in the power of each one of you to send light to earth. When you wake up, we all know what earth looks like. Just send love. Like I surround this globe with love. And however you see love, you might see it as throwing flowers on it, you might see golden light, you might see Babaji, you might, whatever it is. It makes a huge difference. There are many things that happen, and it's actually a mystery. But it is said that it's a very similar awakening I went through. I was at a Gurdwara, and Bhai Sahib started singing Gun Gawan Din Raat Nanak Chaho Eho. And I lost it. Now I've been told that my Kundali went from the serpent sitting still, it went through the seventh chakra. So they say that either there's a collective sattva force close by in the collective, and if your system,
what does that mean?
Either there's a master close by, another master, or there's a group that for 3 months they've been chanting every day. Like even this get together, it's affecting Westboro. Somebody is probably feeling very happy and they don't know why. So collective means the collective energy in the area. So if something like that is happening, the sattva, you know, sattva, rajas, tamas, sattva in that area starts to rise. And if it's your time, it's going to happen. You pop. So the yearning starts. And there's no right or wrong, good or bad. Like you can say I'm dragged, you know. And if I can tell you from Jnana path, what is the difference? She's a very heart person. Heart is fully open. You have intellectual that is brighter than heart. So if I got up now, she'll dance with me because it's natural. Okay? You have to understand it. Like, okay, are they going to play music? Are we then dancing? Or are we just all dancing? You will ask. Okay? So when awakening happens, where we are, if we pour water in this, it's going to be in that shape. If we pour water in here, it's going to be that shape. According to your vessel, from past lives, who you are, you might be a scientist, it might be easy for you to become a physician or a scientist. Okay? It was probably very easy for her to become a dance teacher, a primary school teacher, anywhere where there is a lot of madness of love. Again, it's according to your structure, what you have built over the lives that you have lived. So whatever is easy for you, that is how you will be dragged no matter what. So we can, like with Hannah and Jerry, he walked in, we were in Garnerville. He walked in, Jerry, and for the first time, and I was not there, he walked in and he said, for the first time in my life, my mind went still. And I was looking for thoughts, like what happened? He goes, I sat there for 6 hours and I don't know where time went. Mama was testing me. Is she going to like sit up on a pedestal? Do we have to like throw garlands on her all the time? But when I first went to her house, I'm as Sikh as it comes, langar bana, like roti banao and serve, and we're going to eat together. So she was like, okay, she's kind of like us. So I'm cool with this.
Hannah was testing.
You know, so I'm going to let my guard down because this is not what I imagine it to be. Why? Two beings, totally heart, and some mind is active. I need to see.
Har ka sevak so har jiha. Ped da jano manas de. Har ka sevak. God's, you explain. Har ka sevak har. So har jiha.
So it is a, we're going to see it, we're going to be picked by it, we're going to be chiseled by it according to who we are. Because if God picks us in any other way, it will destroy our system. If I put fire in this or a hot oil, it's going to get ruined. So only God knows how to get you. Only He knows. And He knows what is the destiny. And what is He? He's the all-pervading force. That is why He's in every leaf. He's in Michael's eyelashes. He's in everything. You can't run away from Him. So that's what happens, is you are to go through. It's hard as it is, as they say, path is not easy. It's not easy to deal with ego. It's not easy to understand Master has called these 10 people to come to Byas, but we get no invitation, and when we ask him, they're like, you can't come yet. What kind of master is this? I mean, doesn't he know I'm crying for him? Doesn't he know? So ego will play all these games. So it's hard as it is to go on a path, but there's no other way than to bring a system into this divine force, into the flow of love and truth and knowledge according to who you are. Now there are many, many people on earth, they have nothing to do with God, they have nothing to do with masters, and we see them at the red dot. They've never meditated, but you can tell the light coming out of, it's oozing out of their features. Why? They are needed to keep the sattva force on earth. They don't have to know that they are divine. And this is also the play of the divine force. Not everybody has to know that I'm living a godly life. How many people we meet, they pay their taxes on time, they love to feed their neighbors, they're always happy, they'll knock on neighbor's door, I'm going to Costco, do you want something? Isn't that what God is? But they've never read a scripture. They've never knocked at the door of a temple. So that's His mighty play. And it's not something we can also force someone to come along. You can't. Because He has to choose. And it's a beyond blessing that husbands and wives are following same masters. I mean, it's, what else do you want? It makes it
easy to understand. understanding.
Yes, and it makes life so much easier.
We tell each other, let's sleep, it's 9 o'clock, let's go to bed. If you
Exactly. And focus is the same. And that's also grace.
I asked you that question because there was always this doubt in my mind that every time, I'm being pulled, when I'm there, I'm the happiest person. Why do I have to get pulled? So that brings some doubt, some feeling that maybe I have been blessed, maybe I don't deserve this blessing, but somehow I've been blessed. But now you explained it so beautifully, it becomes crystal clear that not everyone and in each one arrives differently.
Yes. According to who you are. According to your needs. Because God doesn't come and He's not going to tear you apart to take you to Him. No. You have to know it in your own way. Through your own structure. And please never, ever, ever feel or have a thought that you don't deserve Him. You are Him. You have to believe that. Otherwise, you will die with the gap that He's over there, I'm over here. That union will not happen. Crave for that. Let me merge in you. Vivekananda, let's become one. And set me on fire. The way you spoke, I want to speak. It is also negative ego when we say, oh Babaji, I cannot become you. No, you are so mighty. No, the prayer must be, make me you. I don't want to die like this. Don't make me die like this. Don't waste my 20 years that I've been coming to your dera. Don't make me die like this. Don't. That's how I talk to God. When I have even little health issue, oh no. You better take care of this. I can't then talk about you. I can't think of you. If I'm diseased, what is left? Whatever this is, take it out.
So it's the intimacy that...
It is beyond intimacy. Who else will you ask? You need $3 million. You go to Peter. Peter's like, what? You're like, okay, Ramakrishna, 3 million. And it's nothing to you. You are gazillion, trillion, beyond all this. I can only ask you. I can't ask a human being because they have a limitation. You don't have limitation. The whole khazana of this creation is in your hands. I'm only asking very tiny. It's just 3 million.
I think that's why I heard a very senior, somebody said, don't ask for love from anybody else. Because you want love, go straight to Him and ask for love. And then you see you get love from other people. But don't beg for love here and there.
No.
Just go straight to God and ask for love.
You want to see vast thing of water. You're going to a pond, you're going to a river. If you're lucky, you go to Hudson River.
Mm-hmm.
But Didi comes along, says, Hudson River? It's tiny. There's something else. I'll take you. There's an ocean, and it has no end. And they haven't found the bottom of it. It's the same thing. Asking a cup of love can only come from a human being unless they have completely merged and they have completely become that ocean of love. Even when you look at Peter, even it will have a very high vibration. If you're asking something, say you want a new car, you're asking Peter, you're discussing. But if your inner is saying, I'm asking Ramakrishna through this form called Peter, it will change everything. It will change everything. Why we say Namaste or Sat Shri Akal or to invoke the God in that person. And it's very powerful if husbands and if partners can start seeing each other like this is Babaji. If Didi is offering food to her husband, if she says this thali goes to Babaji. Who is Babaji? It's in his form. Right now, I am thinking of him eating in India, but I am serving my husband with these hands. You will start spinning in your own house. Because that's all it needs, that invocation. You're invoking your own master in a form called Peter. And he's going to start showing up in things. That is the next stage of bhakti path. What is red dot? Red dot is their sadhana. If any one of them love me and all they do is think of me, then what they think is, oh, another Mai Ji has come. Please, two of you, two Mai Ji has come. Okay, where would you like to sit? So I'm serving Mai Ji. That's red dot. This is their sadhana. Ask them. That's why you won't see them getting irritated. Then they're getting irritated at me. Or if it's Pondicherry Mother, or if it's Vivekananda, or it's Babaji, or, okay, who has come? The people are addicted. We have people flying for Paris, and on purpose they fly at LAX. So they are driving to San Francisco, they stop at the Red Dot in Fraser Park. Where are you from? We're from Paris. Oh, what brings you here? My neighbor ate here. This is written, it's recorded. They wrote us a letter in our book. We flew in from Paris because our neighbors ate here. And they said, you must go to this place. They ate, then they started talking to the chef. Now they want lunch there. What to do? There's a motel right next door. They checked in. 3 days. They didn't go to San Francisco. They talked about masalas. They talked about how lentil is made, why the wife was not getting gas after eating dal, and all these things. And we just kept saying, it's just made with love. There's nobody counting how many customers we did today, what is the today's sale, nobody even cares. The psychic force is this love that makes us fall in love again and again and again. It's like a teenager. But it's self-love. It's higher love. That's why you don't need people hugging you and giving you 20 compliments. How do I look? And you don't care because you're full. You're becoming full. And actually others are looking at you like, who are you? Why are you so shiny? What do you eat? That's what this force is. So every day, pick a flower from somewhere and make it on your dining table. That Ramakrishna is going to eat here through these two forms. Ramakrishna would never say that you can't say I am Ramakrishna. He says before you die, you must say, I have become Ramakrishna. Because what is Ramakrishna? Is it a body? Is Babaji a body? No, Babaji is a force. I met Babaji in Spain. I was so excited, beyond excited.
I was there, yes.
He comes and I see his polo jacket and the way he's walking is like on fluff. His feet aren't touching. He's like a wobbly something. He comes and he sits. As soon as he sits, I pass out. I go into samadhi. I pass out and I have conversations with him. And later I asked who was with me, did he talk about this? They're like, no. Okay. And as soon as he got up and he's leaving the stage, 2 hours later, and I come out and I just see his back. I'm like, I missed the whole thing. Next day, like, okay, no. Morning I did meditate. I said, no, I have to listen to him. He's so funny and he's like, this is it. This is the first Sikh master I am meeting. I'm going to stay awake. Like no food, nothing, because I don't want the mass coming in my system. I have to listen to him. He comes, I'm out. Didn't hear a single thing he said. And he goes out again. That night, I sat in meditation. I'm like, this thing called Babaji, please tell me why we're not seeing each other? Why I can't hear you? I've heard so much about your humor and the way you answer questions, and why can't I need to hear you. And he answered me. Next day, I heard him halfway, but then the samadhi started to come so much. I got outside, I sat outside for 2 hours. And again, the dialogue was on. He was telling me exactly what was my work and what was his work, what has been the work of other masters. He gave me clarity. And I never chased him again. And I have his picture, and that's about it. And every day I listen to some, again, Instagram, these small 5-minute things, just to see where is he coming from. And which plane of consciousness he's answering the question. And of course, it depends on who's asking. That is mastery. A 5-year-old asks something about, can I touch this? I have to give them I have to answer in a 5-year-old way. It's hot, we will end up, boo-boo will happen. He doesn't know blister or it's how many degrees is the fire or anything. Masters answer exactly with that relationship. And that's why when master is answering one question to a particular person, don't take that as your answer.
I have experience.
That's not your answer. You have to ask and he will answer according to your vessel. But when they're talking to a mass audience, believe everything they're saying because everything is for you. But if they say, Babaji, doctor has told me to have this much wine. Okay, beta, then have that much only. And somebody is addicted to alcohol. Ugh, I got my answer. If he can drink, I can drink. You stand up and you ask, Babaji, I'm addicted to alcohol. Can I also have that much? Let the answer come. So this relationship, it's so intimate. with the master. When you want to be angry, you should be only angry with the master. When you have questions, you should only ask the master. And how will he answer? It will come from through Peter or XYZ. Because what is a master? He's the totality, the full awareness. And ego is such, we pick and choose. Because that's not helping my ego, so that's not what my master would have said. It's not really touching me yet. You know, that's not what I wanted to hear. But if they say, surrender to your neighbor thinking he's the master. And one day, the neighbor will start guiding you, good or bad. The master will start, he's a force. That's why they can't belong to one person. Nobody can say he loves me the most. Nobody. We can fight. I can tell Didi he loves me more. She's like, oh, no. You have no idea how much he loves me. That we can do. But if we thought that master belongs to someone, his only work is to kill every ounce of ego, no matter what it takes, and take you to the highest goal that you came to achieve in this lifetime. That's their only goal. Poems and chants and shabads written by so many lovers of God. When the journey begins, as is this, what he just sang, it's who do I go to ask or share the separation that I'm going through from God. Who should I go and share it with? Who should I ask? And it is such an agony. You can't find answers in books. You can't, it's exactly what I went through, is where is my lover? She called him a master. To me, my whole thing was, where is my lover? And every soul, if not in this life, next life, every soul will go through the path of bhakti and will go through the yearning process. It's inevitable. Because from there comes karma yoga, which is having this body constantly linked with him and working. Nobody will know who you are, except that your action, everything you do is divine. It's linked with the highest good. That is where humanity is headed. And I think in the West, it's so mixed with this love, love yourself, love this, love that. That's not it. Love is a force. It's the most magnetic force that makes even sunflower follow the sun. That's what love is. It's in everything. It is what makes moth run to the light. It is. It's not love that I buy you a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And even the most unconscious force will awaken only because there is love. The most deluded rapist, thief, whatever you want to call, the most deluded, who only wants to get guns and kill people, even there is hope because there is love in the creation. They will also rise one day and see the light because there is love. That's why love was created in creation, is to bring everything back to the highest force. And that's why it's most addicting. That's why even if somebody smiles at us, we're like gone. We start following that person. Because there's nothing higher than this force. Otherwise, what is a master and disciple relationship? They don't give us money, they take our money. Okay? They don't give us relationships. They take away they make us detached. So why are we so madly following them? Because that is the purest form of love.